Hello everyone, this is Hara and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, let's talk about how much you can earn as an English teacher here in Japan, plus part-time job talks. So parts of this video include deductions, expenses, net income, other ways to earn money, and even high taxes. So for the past weeks, a lot of my friends in the Philippines have been asking about these job posts that's been circulating online about job opportunities here in Japan. And it turned out that some people think that it's a scam. So I was really curious as to the reason why they think like that. Then it turned out that there are still some illegal recruitment horrifying stories being reported in the past months. So I cleared everything saying, of course, there are tons of teaching opportunities here in Japan for Filipinos and other non-native English speakers, but they need to be careful in which sites to believe. And they should only rely on secured sites like government agencies, websites, and other sites with good reputation. Okay, so let's dive into our main question. How much can you earn as an English teacher here in Japan? The real answer to that is, it depends. It depends on a lot of factors, like what kind of English teacher are you? In a public school, in an international school, or in a conversation school? Are you an assistant teacher, or are you the main teacher? And many other factors actually. But let's talk about the average salary. So most sites would tell you the average salary of English teachers is around 250,000 yen. But some companies actually offer 320,000 yen, just so you know in advance. Okay, so let's say the rate of 1 yen is 0.45 pesos. And now you can hear the train. Okay, anyway, let's continue. So that means you'll be earning a monthly gross income of 112,500 pesos. In the Philippines, it sounds like a lot. Of course, it's a lot. Here in Japan, it's enough to survive, given you have to save or send money to your family in the Philippines. But if you are single and your only concern is yourself, with no loans or whatsoever, it's definitely enough, and you will have all the joy in the world since you can travel basically anywhere. What else is there to do? Now let's talk about basic deductions and expenses. Exhibit A. Let's assume you're in your first year of living in Japan. That is when you'll probably have the least expenses because you don't have to pay for residence tax during your first year. Well, let's talk about residence tax more later. So the first item is apartment. A typical small one or apartment's monthly rental fee is 40,000 yen. Then utilities. Let's say a total of 10,000 for your gas and electricity. I normally pay less since in most Leo Palace apartments, there is no need to pay for water. Then health insurance. Let's put 4,500 with the assumption that you're not enrolled in Shakai Hoken or social insurance where you need to pay more and it also includes more benefits. Then pension, let's put 0 with the assumption that you applied for pension exemption at the city hall. Then residence tax, 0 since it's your first year. Then individual income tax, let's say 10% for your salary range. That's 25,000 yen. Next is food, 20,000. That is a low estimate by the way, but that will do. Next is cleaning and maintenance, 5,000. Then clothes, let's put 10,000. Maybe that's too much or maybe that's too little. All I know is that you need to invest in quality basics since there are 4 seasons in Japan and you need to dress appropriately for the season. Oh god, sorry. If you acquired a loan for the deposit and key money for your apartment from your employer, you'll be probably paying 20,000 monthly. So, considering all of that to basics, you'll probably end with 115,000 yen. So, with that amount of money, you can send enough to your family in the Philippines, and by enough, I mean at least 30,000 pesos. To some, it is probably too little. To others, that's more than enough. it basically depends on your lifestyle. Also, with that amount of money, you can have fun and travel around Japan from time to time. I swear, you deserve it. Working in Japan is no joke, so you need to really make sure that you reward yourself for all your hard work, so you will be more motivated to work your ass off. So Exhibit A comes with an assumption that it's your first year. How about the second year and all other subsequent years? So the major differences between your first year and subsequent years are your taxes and insurance. In your first year, there is no need to pay for residence tax. Its more formal name is local income tax, actually. It's generally 10% tax imposed by the local government, which is the prefectural and municipal, so to the local inhabitants. This would be based on your income from the prior year, and since it's your first year living in Japan, you don't need to pay because you don't even have any income the prior year. However, in your second year, you need to start paying for it, unfortunately. Well, you'll receive not an email, a literal mail from the city hall containing the bill, and then you can pay it through convenience stores, banks, post offices, or others. There are other ways too. Also, the health insurance premiums would increase since it's also based on your annual income for the previous year. So that being said, let's go to Exhibit B. Assumption is you're in your second year or third year. So back to our net income after basic expenses of 115,000. Let's say you paid off your loan, so let's add back 20,000. But you'll need to set aside a monthly budget for your residence tax, let's say 10,000, which is low by the way. Then 20,000 for health insurance premiums. So now the new net is 105,000 yen. You can still survive and send enough money to your family and travel once in a while. But the good news is it doesn't have to be that way. There are other ways to increase your income. I'll talk about two for now. So number one, move to a higher paying teaching job. And I'm telling you, there are tons out there. But I'm not saying it's going to be easy. What I'm saying is it's possible. There are other companies who are willing to pay more if you just look enough. I'll discuss more of these in the next videos. So number two, part-time jobs. There are tons of English conversation schools that employ part-timers, and I swear it's a big help. You can do online classes, teach in a physical school, or meet up in a cafe. The average rate for part-time English conversation classes per hour is 2,000 yen. That depends on the level of English that you'll be teaching as well. For private adult classes, I normally charge 3,000 per hour. Some students, if you're lucky, would insist on paying you more. So a few hours every week would give you an extra 25,000. Who doesn't want that? There are tons of sites that will open your doors to tons of part-time jobs, and probably in my next video I'll discuss different part-time job opportunities for teachers. So I hope you learned something from today's video. If you have questions that I might be able to answer, please leave them in the comment section. If you're curious about other things, don't hesitate to ask. Don't forget to subscribe, show some love by liking this video, and share it to someone who might find it useful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. So Hara out.